did you figure out you were a leader?
Well, being a big brother is where it all started. I have two amazing little sisters that kind of always allowed me to be big brother. Whether we were coming up with dance routines as a child, I'm always been like an artistic person. So I've always been the one like trying to come up with a dance routine or come up with a play, come up with a story that we're going to act out or play school. And I was always the principal. I was always the choreographer. I was always the vocal coach, just always the one, and they let me do that, right? They believed in me and they trusted me to be their big brother. And I think that just took me, through life, right? Through college. And right after college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I was not one of those kids that like immediately knew what they wanted to do in college. So I wanted to retail management right after college. I'm store manager of Rite Aid in Atlanta. And I was just doing that while I was still trying to do theater. I was a theater kid and a writer, but I needed a daytime job. Mm-hmm. And they had a management program for recently, college grads. And I was like, well, let me do this. I need to make money. I got to survive. And so honestly, from that point on, I've always been in leadership and management roles as far as on the business side, all the way up to being like a, regional director for Goodwill. But that's not my path. I know how to do it. I love that. And I think I don't know. I just think people, one of your questions that you asked me about like the compassion and stuff, and I think maybe we'll get to that later, but I think I've always just been a person who understands people. I listen to people, and I think you realize that you can get a lot more further with people in the workforce if you just listen.
Yeah.
And so I realized that early on.
That's beautiful. In this realization, would you say there were key people involved? Who was there? Well, obviously your cheerleading crew. Who was encouraging you? Who lifted you up?
I would say of course, my mom lifted me, but I would say the biggest cheerleader in that coming of age time I was telling you about earlier was my great grandmother, my Gigi.
And Gigi, everybody got a Gigi. Let me write that down. Yes, got it.
And my high school and college years, I lived with her. She lived in a senior citizen community in a little small
So wait. You were with the seniors?
I was with the seniors.
It does something. But there's the compassion, right?
Yeah, I stayed with my Gigi, and I stayed, my 6'2" self.
Is that how tall you are?
Yeah.
So we don't get all that extreme, right? We have to put stats. How tall? How much do you weigh? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, go ahead, 6'2".
Yes, and it was just me and my great grandmother, and she just loved on me, and she really made me believe that I could do whatever I wanted to do. Like, her nickname for me was Tarik. It's really corny, but that is what she called me. And I can, like, all through college and all through high school, she was the one that really, really sold into me, and it made me believe that I could do whatever. So yeah, it's biggest cheerleader.